I was never supposed to be anywhere near the Queen's battle armor. Not as a human. Not as an outsider. And definitely not as a mechanic who had only been on her world for 3 months. Yet there I was, standing in the throne hall of the Xyrath Dominion, surrounded by swirling silver architecture and alien guards who stared at me like I'd wandered into a sacred temple barefoot. The armor floated at the center of the chamber. A living exosuit, shimmering with liquid metal segments that shifted like an ocean's surface. It radiated heat and pressure, almost like a creature breathing. Queen Aelira herself stood beside it. Her presence was like gravity, pulling everything around her into a quiet orbit. Her eyes were a luminous gold, her skin marked with glowing glyphs that pulsed with emotion. She was tall, radiant, unmistakably royal. "You are the only one who touched the damaged cores without harming yourself," she said, her voice smooth as starlight. "So you will repair it." I swallowed and nodded. "Yes, Your Majesty." I didn't mention that my survival during the last repair session was a mixture of desperation and dumb luck. The armor rejected anyone whose energy didn't align with its biomatrix. Many engineers had been thrown back, literally, by its defensive pulse. But when I touched it, warmed, opened, nobody had an explanation. Not even me. Still, I approached the floating armor again, slowly, knowing that one wrong interaction could send me through the nearest wall. Queen Aelira stepped closer, the faint glow of her glyphs shifting. "You need not fear it. The armor chooses who it accepts." "You're saying it accepted me?" Her gaze flicked down to my hands. "It responded to you. That is rare." But no pressure at all. I let out a shaky breath and extended my hand to the main chest plate. Immediately the surface rippled, adjusting, softening, and then, almost impossibly, blooming open like petals. Gasps echoed across the hall. Aelira's eyes shifted to a deep orange glow, surprise. "It welcomes you," she whispered. Part 1. The repair that shouldn't have been possible. I stepped closer, letting my fingers press lightly against the inner circuitry. It was warm, almost like skin. The energy inside vibrated in soft pulses. "This core is cracked," I said. "Probably why it won't sync with you. It's trying to avoid a burnout. And you can fix it." "I'll try." Tools floated to my hands through magnetic lifts. I opened the ventral panel, revealing a glowing heart-like node. Its rhythm was unstable. "It's overloaded," I murmured. "Your last battle must have pushed it past its limit." Aelira exhaled slowly. "It protected the capital from an orbital strike. That explained it." I reached for the defective node, but the moment I touched it, a spark leapt from it to my palm. My breath caught. The energy didn't burn. It emerged. The node pulsed once. Twice. Then synced its rhythm with my own pulse. "What was that?" I whispered. Aelira took a step forward. "It bound to you. That's bad, right?" "Not exactly," she said. "But unexpected." I looked at the armor, which now hummed softly, its entire matrix adjusting around my hand. "It chose you," Aelira added, her voice lower now. "More strongly than it ever chose a Zerati warrior." My heart hammered. "This armor belongs to the crown," I said. "It shouldn't be bonding with me." "Armor of this class doesn't obey laws," she replied. "Only instinct." I carefully removed my hand, and the armor surged forward, following my movement like a loyal animal. The guards shouted. Aelira extended her arm, ordering silence. "It is not attacking him," she said. "It is connecting." She turned toward me, eyes glowing softly. "Finish the repair," she said. before its bond strengthens further. A strange coldness ran through me. Further? Yes. What happens if it strengthens? Her gaze held mine unreadable. It will claim you. Part 2. The bond. I worked quickly. I replaced the cracked node with a stabilized crystalline core. I realigned the resonance conductors. I reset the energy pathways. But throughout the entire process, the armor reacted to my every move, shimmering, tightening, humming, adjusting around my presence, like it was learning me. When I reached the final step, powering the core back on, a sudden surge of energy radiated outward. The armor snapped shut. The hall lights flickered. A ring of glowing symbols spiraled around my wrist. What is this? Gasped. Alira's expression changed immediately. A mark. The armor has given it to you. It marked me. She approached slowly, studying the glowing ring like it was a prophecy. No, she said softly. It bonded with you. A hush fell over the hall. Even the guards stiffened. That's not possible, one guard whispered. Only a royal mate can. Alira shot him a warning look, but I caught the words. I'm not, I stammered. That's not. I'm human. I don't even know your customs. Alira placed a hand near my wrist, not touching, just close enough to sense the energy field. It bonded with your life force, she said quietly. With your energy signature. This bond is ancient and unbreakable. I just repaired it. That's all. The armor chooses based on resonance, she replied. It felt something in you. Something that matched. Her eyes glowed a deeper gold. My armor has not bonded with anyone in centuries. Armor. Your armor, said. Yes, she whispered. It belongs exclusively to the royal line, and it only bonds to the queen, or the queen's mate. Silence. Hit me like a meteor. You're saying it thinks I'm my chosen, she finished. My legs wobbled. This is some kind of mistake. The armor does not make mistakes, she said. She lifted her hand and very gently touched the glowing ring around my wrist. The moment her skin met the mark, a pulse of shared heat ran through me, an echoing energy that connected us like a single heartbeat. The armor hummed in response, drifting closer as though recognizing the contact. Alira's breath hitched. You feel it too, she whispered. I stepped back instinctively. This can't be happening. But the armor followed me like a shadow, and Alira's eyes softened with something I couldn't name. This bond cannot be ignored, she said. Not by the armor, not by me. Part 3. What the armor revealed. The queen dismissed the guards with a wave. When the hall emptied, she turned back toward me, no longer hiding the emotion in her eyes. Sit with me, she said. We walked to a raised dais of gently shifting metal. The throne glowed faintly, resonating with her presence. She remained standing before it, rigid and conflicted. I know this is overwhelming, she said. But you must understand what this means in my culture. I swallowed. Tell me. Armor of my lineage is alive. It embodies instinct, truth, and resonance. It does not bond without meaning. And bonding means mate. Yes. Took a breath. But you didn't choose this. Neither did I. No, she said softly. Which means the armor saw something we could not. Her voice trembled at the edges. I have spent years pushing away every courtship, every political match. None resonated. Not one. And then you, an off-worlder, walk into my life. It was an accident. Or fate, she murmured. I shook my head. You can't be serious. She stepped closer. I am queen. I cannot afford to be anything else. The armor pulsed behind us, its glow syncing with the mark on my wrist. Alira watched the pulse for several seconds before speaking again. "Do you feel it?" she asked. "I feel something," I admitted. "Describe it." "It's like warmth and pressure, like something pulling toward you." Her eyes softened. "That is the mate bond," she whispered. Before I could respond, I felt a sudden surge, an emotional echo that wasn't mine. Fear, uncertainty, resolve. I sucked in a breath. "That was you," I said. "I felt your emotion." Her lips parted in shock. "Then the bond is complete." "What?" No, there has to be a way to reverse this." She stepped closer, too close. "There is no reversal. Only acceptance. Or denial." "What happens if I deny it?" Her voice lowered. "The armor will suffer. You will suffer. And I." She hesitated. "I will be weakened. A queen without her armor is vulnerable." My chest tightened. "This isn't fair to you." "It is not about fairness," she said. "It is about truth." Her gaze, glowing and intense, locked onto mine. "And the truth is, I do not reject this bond." My breath caught. "I don't want to force you into anything," I whispered. "You are not forcing me," she replied. "The armor has only revealed what I have long hidden." "What do you mean?" She took a long, steadying breath. "I have been drawn to you since the first moment you touched my armor. Felt it. I ignored it. I denied it. But the armor saw." Silence stretched between us. Charged, electric, undeniable. Part 4, Becoming Her Mate. Alira extended her hand. Not as a queen. As someone asking for an answer. "You may walk away," she said, voice barely above a whisper. "Or you may accept what the armor already knows." My pulse pounded. I looked at my wrist, the glowing mark pulsing, responding to her presence. I looked at the armor, hovering silently, waiting. And then I looked at her, strong, vulnerable, honest for the first time. "I don't know what it means to be a mate to a queen," I said quietly. "But I know this bond is real. I feel it." Her eyes softened with deep relief. "You accept." I stepped closer. "Yes." She exhaled, a long, trembling breath, as the armor flared with radiant light. It spiraled around us both, wrapping us in a cocoon of shimmering energy. The mate bond sealed with a gentle surge, merging our warmth, thoughts, and emotions into a faint shared connection. When the light faded, Alira's fingers brushed mine. "You are no longer just a visitor to Xyrath," she whispered. "You are my bonded, my protector, my equal." "Your mate," I said. She smiled, small, rare, hopeful. "Yes." The armor drifted behind her, settling gracefully onto her form, fully functional and renewed. It glowed with harmonious energy, reflecting the connection between us. Alira extended her hand once more. "Walk with me," she said, "as the one chosen by my armor and by me." I took her hand. And together we stepped forward into a future neither of us had expected, but both of us were bound to face.